Well, happy Friday, everybody. Here we are, just the Friday before the week of Thanksgiving, which of course means it's time for the annual Bob Skaggs Memorial Food Drive. And you can see from from all of us, the reason why we look like zombies is because we have been working nonstop to prepare everything and get ready for this, because there's the thing about the food drive is, most people see is us sitting in front of Walmart and we're asking you to make donations, but there is so much stuff in the back end that goes into planning this and making sure we're all set up and making sure we have everything on site, making sure we have all the schedules worked out. And I mean, there's so much stuff. So my mind, if I can't complete a sentence today, that's why. So we'll just leave it to the rest of the guys to be able to either that, or we'll let Major Tex or Wendy actually take over. And so let's bring them up here. So Major Tex from the Salvation Army, and of course, Wendy Velati from the Skaggs family. Good morning. How are y'all?
It's so great. We never get to see you guys until it's like a once a year thing, like a family reunion. It's lovely. Well, Tex, you and I see each other a lot, but I mean, Wendy, we don't see you a lot.
It's great.
So y'all ready?
Yeah, are y'all ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
I guess it's a food drive this year. We'll just go ahead and I guess we'll do it on Monday if y'all want, if y'all are good with it.
Yeah.
May as well.
I don't know. I heard something about this food drive thing. I don't know.
Maybe the 24th, I think. Maybe, right? Monday, the 24th.
I think it's Monday. Yeah.
Monday the 23rd. Yep.
Right? Yeah.
6 a.m.
Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like 8 p.m. It'll be really dark.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome, though.
Now, this year. Go ahead.
No, Dave. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, I was going to say the changes are really, honestly, every change so far has been positive. Like everything so far that has had to be, reframed or whatever has been a pretty positive change so far.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of discussions we've had about, we have to just switch things up a little bit, change things up. One of the things that I know Wendy and I have talked about for at least the last 7 years, if not longer than that, was to do some sort of online donation, right? And it was like, we'll get to it next year
to make that happen.
Yeah. It's like every year we were like, hey, let's do this. We need to do online this time. I think it'd be really great to do an online thing. And then, that never actually ended up happening until this year. It took COVID. It took a pandemic to make it so that, hey, we've got this online thing. And and a lot of that, we actually have to say thank you to the Salvation Army for that, because they're the ones who really, they were like, okay, so the world is changing. We have to make a change as a Salvation Army. And so Major Tex, you guys are doing the online donations. Now, you're also doing that in the form of not only for the food drive, but also your kettle campaign, right? I mean, you're having to change up pretty much everything this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially kettles. I know we're here for food drive, but we just don't have the physical bell ringers we've had in the past. And online is an easy way. I mean, you can challenge your own family, you can challenge your friends, you can challenge anybody, and it's just when you log onto your computer. So, but we're excited about the food drive. We were able to put that up where people can give online directly, and that does go to the food drive.
That's so cool. It's so badly needed. We get things together. It takes pandemics to make us get it together, but we managed to get things together eventually.
So, Zach, do you want to talk about a few of the changes that we're having to, like, the way that people donate?
Yeah, for sure. So basically this year, we're just wanting to make sure that everybody is social distancing and staying safe out there at the Walmart Supercenter, or as I like to call it, the big Walmart. So we still want you to, that's the 8-year-old and the 5-year-old, and I guess the 33-year-old talking there. But yeah, so we have a couple of different things here. We just want to make sure that everybody is staying safe. But what we would like to do is we would encourage folks to just kind of drive up next to us and be able to hand stuff out to us. That way, like y'all just mentioned a little bit ago, the main thing is we really, really would love for folks to donate online on our website. So you got 975klak.com, madrock1025.com, and 931kmkt.com, because we understand, and this is something that we talked about over the last several years too, that there's some folks that just don't have a chance to get out there because there's a lot of things happening and you got to work and get ready to be off on that Thursday and Friday. Well, now you have no excuse. Basically, you can donate online on our station websites, and we already have. And Dave, I think I heard you say, was it $529?
I believe so. I'll bring it up here on screen. So
Very
it should
cool.
be, there it is right there. $529.
Wow,
Nice.
Awesome.
That's
That has already
amazing.
been donated before the event even got started. So again, thanks to Major Tex for getting us all hooked up. Actually, I guess it was more like an introduction. Major Tex kind of said, I really don't know anything about this. Here's our tech person. This is the person you need to talk to, Dave.
Hey,
I like that.
facilitating that.
Yeah. So he sent me the information and I looked at the page and I was like, all right, let's make a few tweaks here, get things going. Now, something else that's really cool about this is that whenever you go here to make your donation, so you can do your donate now and go through that process, but $529, if you scroll down, you can actually see the posts of everybody who's already donated, and each person has, whenever you're actually making your donation, you can post a comment with that donation. You can also put it in memorial, as a memorial to somebody. So if maybe somebody that passed away this past year and you want to put it in their name and make the donation to the Bob Skaggs food drive, you can do that and just put it in the comment that you do there. So it's really, really interesting thing there. So like this one right here, the donation being made on the behalf of the Sherman employees of HMS and some of this stuff. So you can put all that stuff in there and see what everybody says. Now, remind me, Wendy, Randall Skaggs is who again?
Jamie.
Yeah.
I know, right? Jamie.
Yeah. So is that his middle name?
His real name is Randall. James is his middle name.
Well,
Jamie is his nickname.
I had no idea. I've learned something new already.
Now y'all can call him Randall.
He will be Randall from this day
Can we call him
forward.
Randy? Can we call him Randy now?
Randy. Hey, guess what my real name is?
I don't think we
Wendy.
Wendell.
I have no nickname.
Wendell.
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, yes.
Now, I know, Zach, yesterday you got a chance to talk to one of the sponsors, Lankford Roofing. They're one of our presenting sponsors again this year, and also our friends at Tyson. And I got to say, and I know that both Wendy and Major Tex will agree with this, the way that Tyson has stepped up the last few years and helped us out, because we're not doing U-Hauls anymore. Now it's gotten to the point where this is such a big deal that we're using semi-truck trailers. And so they donate the use of a couple of their trailers on site there at Walmart every year. Plus, they also give us those, we keep calling them bins, which is actually wrong. What did he call it the other day? What did John out there at Tyson call it, Zach?
That's a great question, Dave. I don't remember what I'm just calling
there's
bins.
some other. Yeah, there's some other official name that Tyson calls it, but those bins that we use.
Combos.
Yes, the combos. Yes, that's it. Yeah, the combo.
Okay.
Technical manufacturing term there from Tyson, but they allow us the use of several of their combos so that we can, like the food that's donated, we just put it in those things, and then Walmart provides their forklift and then drives it over to the trucks. I mean, it's like a very efficient situation. I don't know why we didn't think about this, 15 years ago, but
we weren't filling semis then.
Yeah,
we were filling pickup trucks.
That's very true. That's very true.
Necessary.
Very, very small stuff. Yeah, I remember the first year they didn't even fill up one small hook behind your truck U-Haul trailer. Yeah, I mean, that was just the trailer behind your truck that you'd hook up. They didn't fill that up. So,
and guys, I just want to point out how lucky we are to live in a community like this, because all the presenting sponsors, everybody involved in this event is doing whatever they can to make this event the best that it can be during a very, very challenging year like 2020. Of course, now we have it to where you can donate up on our websites. But I'm telling you, you're talking about Tyson, you're talking about Lankford Roofing, you're talking about Pediatric Dentistry of Sherman. You got all those sponsors that you see right there on the screen that are being a part of it as an hourly sponsor this year. And we are just so grateful because everybody has been so accommodating when it comes to making sure that we can make this community, this big time community event work. And so that's what we're doing this year. But the main thing is we really need our listeners to come through big in 2020 to help out these local families through the Salvation Army of Grayson County. And Major Tex, I know you could probably talk about the fact that, there's always a need here in Grayson County and throughout Texoma, but I know y'all been hit hard when it comes to what has gone on here in 2020.
Yeah, I can tell you, especially back in April and May into June and July, it keeps our pantry stocked all year on a regular year. And this year, that's what enabled us to keep up with the demand. And even during that time, the community stepped up and they were donating food during a time of year where normally we don't get any donations. And because of the success of last year, I mean, we still have food because we had enough food for every week of the year for 2020.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we dipped into some of the months that we're in now back in the summer to make all that happen. But it's just amazing to see. So, you know, going into this, I have no doubt it'll be a success. The community will step up, and like every year it gets bigger and better. And this year it's going to be bigger and better.
I agree. I know our community is always so good about coming out and helping each other out. And it's the thing about the food drive that I love the most is the people that were touched by the Salvation Army, by this food pantry and this food drive, they come back and they're like, they helped me out. It's my turn to give back. I'm on my feet. It's only right for me to give back. Or the kids that bring their piggy banks up because their parents have taught them, you know, we've got to give back. And it's so awesome to see every year. It just puts you in the spirit of the holidays, which is what the holidays should be about, is helping each other and mankind and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I can tell you it was eye-opening giving it out the same way we received it, because we did drive-through food distribution for about a month.
Oh,
Really?
We've never done that before. So that always came to my mind while I was doing it. And I said, well, this is ironic. This is how we got all this food.
Now, obviously, we're not going to go over the list here because you're going to hear all of us say it probably 4,000 times in the 2.5 days next week that we do it. But the list of the food items that are good to donate to the food drive are listed there on any of the 3 station websites at the very bottom of the page of the food drive page there. So you can go through and, you know, maybe go through your own cabinets or pantry. You know, am I really going to use this in the next 30 days or whatever? Can I just pick one up later when I actually need it? But those are the kinds of things you put them in a bag or a box and you bring them on by to the Walmart there at Sherman is 75 and 82. Now we are doing it a tad bit different. Whereas, you know, we used to where people just get out of the car, they'd help us do it. We do like a, you know, basically a chain of people who are moving all the food. This time we have to social distance, so we can't do it that way. And so it'll be a little bit different. So whenever you pull up to make a donation, nice and simple, here's what you do. You just pull up and you say, hey, I've got some a donation in the trunk, or I've got it in the back seat, and our volunteer will grab those things. And then we'll work out getting that stuff in the bins. That way you can be on your way and, you know, not touching, not being in close proximity. We'll grab that stuff right out of your car for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Excellent.
Safe and simple.
We just got to be safe.
And something else we're doing also is instead of handing the volunteers the cash, which has been done in previous years, we don't want to have that common touching of stuff. So we're actually, my wife is helping me do a little bin. I guess it could sort of be called a unofficial kettle for the Salvation Army, where it'll be a tin that'll have the, you know, little hole on top where that's where you put your cash in, and that's how we'll keep track of the cash donations. So you'll put it in that, and then we'll just hand it to the Skaggs family and let them go shop.
Yep.
And I know just from the last several years, and Alan, I know you can speak to this too. I mean, being able to see like the local organizations and businesses come out, you know, they hold their individual food drives, and Alan, I know you've been out there several years to where you've seen just, you know, folks pull up with a trailer full of stuff.
Yeah, you know, I guess it's my 14th year. I think out there this year, 13th or 14th. And let me tell you, man, when I first started out there, my mouth was open with all the people that I could not believe a community did what Texoma does. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you would see people coming up who looked like they needed the donation themselves, right?
Yeah.
And they were donating.
Yep.
And it was an amazing thing. And what's nice about this year, again, we're doing it differently. We're doing it online as well, and social distancing. But a lot of companies are still doing their can drives, their food drives, and then they drop by and they drop off a bazillion cans of whatever, and to fill that pantry up for Major Tex and his team. And so so it's going to be different this year. But I'm looking for a lot of online donations, and I think that's going to be the key right there. Online donations, because it's super easy. You can donate today, even if you're busy next week trying to wrap up your Thanksgiving. You can do it today. So do it today.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree.
How did How did it take us so long again to get the online donations? Because this is the best idea ever.
Pandemic.
It really genuinely is the best idea ever.
Pandemic.
Yeah. It's going to make a huge
up.
difference. I think we're genuinely going to see a big difference in this. I think that's going to help people out a lot.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree. I think it's like Dave said, we talked about this every year at the end of the food drive. We need to do this. We need to do this. And then, we leave and we do all of our stuff. And then we come back the next year. And at the end of that food drive again, we're like, you know what we need to do? we need to do an online donation, or we need to do this and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like COVID kind of pushed people to do all kinds of things that they talked about. Now they're doing it.
Yeah,
so all it took was Wendy and Major Tex to take a web coding class at Grayson College. And they finally got that going. They had time and they got it ready to roll.
I need to take a tech class. Every time I try to get y'all, nothing works for me. Nothing.
Definitely user error on that. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only y'all. I never have any problems with anyone else's meetings, just y'all. I think y'all have it sabotaged.
Yeah. We got to entertain ourselves somehow.
It may be us. There's other few people have problems too. So maybe it's us.
Yeah.
Now,
I think y'all are sitting over there just watching me and laughing. You're like, oh, there she goes again.
something else. I know that all of us are busy, trying to prepare to get ready for Monday. So we'll just kind of wrap things up here in just a second. But one of the other things that we're doing this year that we've never done is we're going to use this same platform that we're using right now to talk during the food drive. So the people who are in the studio, somebody that's in the studio will be hosting it. And then those of us who are out there will be able to log on with our phones and talk for a few minutes about what's going on out there, just as an update. So you get to talk to the folks who are in the studio who can give, that update about how much money's been donated online, and also get live updates from actually on site from different people. So I think that'll be a fun addition as well, is to do these video, because everybody's on social media, right? So everybody's watching it on Facebook. Everybody's, watching stuff on YouTube and stuff. So why not have that online? That we have the on-air presence on all 3 radio stations. We have the on-site presence there at Walmart and Sherman. And now we'll also have that social media presence as well, even more so than in previous years. It'll be fun.
Good stuff.
In fact, someone may go, is that mustard all over Zach's shirt?
That's funny. See, and I even wore, you can't see it, I guess, but the from the 20th year, I actually wore that today because I knew we were going to do that. Yeah, from 4 years ago. Yeah.
That's awesome. Next year's times. 25.
I know. Boy, that's going to be. That just means we're getting old. You realize that? That's all.
No.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I know.
And I've actually heard that there's a possibility we can get Molly Hatchet to perform at the 25th food drive.
No, you remember we said we were going to get Alice Cooper. We're going to get
Alice Cooper.
If you remember, he went to the same high school as
he went to high school with my dad.
Yeah, so maybe we can do that.
Alice,
anybody know Alice Cooper?
Molly Hatchet. I love it.
Maybe do we have any good golf courses we can send it to? Because I know that would attract him. Seriously. Yeah, that would definitely attract him.
I'll take him on a tour. I'll go play with Alice while y'all.
Could you?
We'll bring yards of golf.
That would be an amazing show, though, right in front of Walmart and Sherman.
I bet that we would have
live.
the biggest turnout ever if he was
that
there.
would do it.
Hey, the only problem with that would be if the whole social distancing would probably go right out the window.
Yeah. Well, we're talking next year, though. Maybe things will be different.
Next year.
So
fingers crossed.
We have this concert inside Walmart in the produce section. We'll just get like stage. So you got Alice Cooper, and then over here you had the papayas.
And you got Molly Hatchet in hardware.
Oh, it's great.
Oh my God.
There you can find the sewing goods.
Yes,
that's hilarious. Awesome. Well, again, Major Tex and Wendy, thanks for taking time to talk to us today. We're excited about seeing you guys from a distance next week. We'll still be on the air and do some interviews, but they'll just be about 6 to 10 feet apart is all. We'll still talk. So again, all the information you need to know, the list of the kinds of food that the Salvation Army typically gets out, it's all right there on the website. That link to donate online, which again is new this year, already $529. We haven't even started the event, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to everybody who's already donated. But get all that info either at madrock1025.com, 931kmkt.com, or 975klak.com. See you guys on Monday at Walmart with your donations.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.